Today our topic is the relation between zeros and coefficient of a quadratic polynomial. Let alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not is equal to 0. So if alpha and beta are the two zeros of this polynomial, that means x minus alpha and x minus beta are the two factors. So this x square plus bx plus c, this polynomial can be written as k into x minus alpha into x minus beta, that is the product of the two factors. Okay, so multiplying this right hand side, we will get k into x square minus k into alpha plus beta into x plus k into alpha beta. Now comparing both sides, comparing the coefficient of x square, comparing the coefficient of x and comparing the constant terms from left hand side to the right hand side, what we will get? We will get three relations. K is equal to a, comparing the coefficient of x square, comparing the coefficient of x, that is k minus k into alpha plus beta, that is equal to b. K is equal to a, changing the side, that is alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by k, that is minus b by a. What is b? The coefficient of x in the given polynomial. And what is a? Coefficient of x square in the given polynomial. And alpha plus beta, that means sum of the zeros. That is, we got the relation, that is sum of the zeros is equal to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Okay. After that, comparing the constant term, k alpha beta is equal to c, that is alpha beta is equal to c by k, that is c by a. What is c? C is the given constant term, and what is a? That is the coefficient of x square. So product of the zeros, we got constant term by coefficient of x square. Now the relation between the zeros and coefficient of a cubic polynomial. If alpha, beta, gamma are the three zeros of the cubic polynomial ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, where a not is equal to 0, then sum of the zeros, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma, is equal to minus b by a, that is minus coefficient of x square by coefficient of x cube. Sum of the product of the zeros taken two at a time, that is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, that is c by a, coefficient of x by coefficient of x cube. And the product of the zeros, that is alpha beta gamma, that is equal to minus d by a, that is minus constant term by coefficient of x cube. You see, minus plus minus in alternative way it is going on, and you can establish this relation like the previous manner. Now the division algorithm for polynomials. If p of x and g of x are two polynomials with g of x not is equal to 0, then we can find polynomial q of x and r of x such that p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. That is, if p of x is divided, the polynomial p of x is divided by the polynomial g of x, then we can get the quotient q of x and the remainder r of x, where this remainder r of x, that is equal to 0, or the degree of r of x is less than the degree of the divisor, that is g of x. Ultimately, all the division algorithm are same with that we learned in our lower classes, that is dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Let us solve some problems from the chapter polynomial. Find the number of zeros of p of x, the polynomial of x. Three graphs are given. You see, in this first polynomial, the line is parallel to x axis. That means it has no real zero. What is the geometrical significance or geometrical interpretation of the zero of a polynomial? The number of times it intersects x axis, that is the number of zeros. As it is parallel to x axis, so it never intersects x axis. So there exists no such real zero. In second case, you see 3 times it intersect x axis, 3 arrows are given at that particular points. So 3 distinct real zeros, as all these zeros are separate, different, that's why 3 distinct real zeros. In case of third polynomial, you see the graph, here in these 2 points, 2 real zeros coincide with each other. Here also 2 real zeros, here also 2 real zeros. So total number of real zeros 1, here 2, that is 3, here also 2 real zeros, that is 5. So 5 zeros are there with 3 distinct real zeros. You see 3 different values. That's why 3 distinct real zeros. Find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomials and verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients. The first one, it is given 6x square minus 3 minus 7x, and the second one x square plus 7x plus 10. So what we did at first, middle term factorization of this given polynomial 6x square minus 7x minus 3, which will give you the zeros, that is x is equal to 3 by 2 and x is equal to minus 1 by 3. That means 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 3, these are the 2 zeros. Now sum of the zeros, 3 by 2 plus minus 1 by 3, we will get minus of minus 7 by 6. What is this minus 7? Coefficient of x, and 6, that is coefficient of x square. So we got sum of the zeros, that is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square, and the product of the zeros, that is 3 by 2 into minus 1 by 3, that is minus 3 by 6. Minus 3 is constant term and 6 is coefficient of x square, that is constant term by coefficient of x square. That means both these two relations are verified. We have to give the examples of the polynomials p of x, g of x, q of x and r of x with their usual meaning, which satisfy the division algorithm. The first case is given degree of the p of x is equal to degree of q of x, that is degree of the dividend is equal to degree of the quotient. Degree of the quotient is equal to degree of the remainder, and degree of the remainder is equal to 0. We have to give examples for these 3 cases. The first case, degree of the polynomial dividend is equal to degree of quotient. So if we divide the dividend by a constant term, then the degree of the quotient and degree of the dividend will be same. In both these 2 cases you can see the degree is 2. Then degree of the quotient is equal to degree of the remainder. Okay, here you write the quotient first of any degree, then the remainder of any degree, and took any divisor. Always you have to keep in your mind, that is the degree of the divisor should be greater than the degree of the remainder. Then dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder, that is p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. You will get the value of the dividend. And degree of the remainder is equal to 0, third case. That means the which polynomial has 0 degree? The remainder will be constant term. You see, this is the example for this case.